Disappointment is the psychological reaction to an outcome that does not match our expectation. And so maybe you were denied something you thought you qualified for, or you started a business and it's not doing as well as you expected, or maybe you wrote an exam and you didn't meet the cutoff point. You didn't get acknowledged for the work you did. You didn't get a chance to graduate with you or party with your friends like you wanted to or even planned for. Or, a situation where you set up technology to help you deliver on a job and when it was showtime, it failed you. Listen, life will always present you with a myriad of opportunities for disappointment. It can keep you from trying, it can keep you from thinking possibility, it can cause you to start lowering your expectations and stop believing the best for yourself. That's not what you want. My name is Arezi and I help individuals with the tools, the tips and strategies that empower them to become more resilient and more productive. Today I want to talk to you about how to handle disappointment and share with you tips that that can help you make the shift in how you handle disappointment or rejection. If you have ever been disappointed or rejected before, you know the feeling. It can get some people into depression, and some others it gets them really angry. For some others, they start to experience a deep sense of resignation. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to try anymore. I remember the story of a friend who was applying for a job and had sent in loads of applications. And those job applications, they actually take time to finish. And he kept on getting rejection upon rejections and the emails saying, sorry, we've moved on with another candidate. After a while, he got really tired of applying and literally just decided to go for odd jobs. Because of course, those come by quite easily. And that's resignation right there. Now I know the feeling because I've been rejected several times. I've been rejected at work because my boss thought I wasn't good enough for the position. But the thing is, I had people who thought it was something that I could handle, but my immediate boss thought I wasn't good enough for the role. I had to deal with the feeling of inadequacy, and I know there's someone out there in a similar position, and I want you to know that you are good enough. Think beyond the moment, take a step back and try again. Don't ever let that situation keep you down. Let me share with you 5 strategies that will help you deal better and also help you come out of the feeling of disappointment and rejection. The first thing I'll recommend is acknowledge how you feel about the disappointment. It's really important that you sit with your feelings and really analyze what the disappointment is telling you about yourself. How you're really feeling about it. Is it because of the things that you valued and somebody, stepped on? I want you to ask yourself the question, why am I feeling this way? Because it's important to correctly process the feeling, because when you do, it makes it easier to adjust. Someone said your feelings are like little children saying, notice me, notice me, notice me. Here I am, here I am, here I am. When you ignore them continually, they become stronger. So when you name it and you say it, it loses its power. Also look at it from the point of cause. What point did I take a wrong turn? Or what did I do the wrong way to increase the probability of disappointment? Now you want to do that with some caution so you don't do it in a way that makes you feel guilty, like there's something wrong with you. But when you do it right, you'll understand better what caused it and not repeat that in the future. The second thing I want to recommend is change your appraisal method. I had to change how I appraised myself and my interpretation of what my experience was. You know that lizard voice in your head that keeps telling you you're not good enough, and that you will never amount to anything, that you're not good enough. It's all lies. Don't let yourself fall into that negative pattern of interpreting whatever you're dealing with right now. Realize that at the point where you experience disappointment, that is where your consciousness opens up. It becomes heightened. That's actually when you're the smartest. So that's when you want to ask yourself, what will I do differently next time? Because your level of awareness is up there. I also want you to know that disappointment does not happen because life or the universe is against you. No, it's just the way life is. And if you take it with a pinch of salt, what people call a setback will become your greatest learning opportunity. The third thing that I want to recommend is that you talk to someone about it. talk to someone else about it. It will help you gain perspective. Most times when you're still so sad about the disappointment, it's difficult to see it any other way. So you want to interrupt that pattern, that thought pattern, with another perspective by talking to someone else about it. The fourth thing that I want to recommend is that you change your language. It is so important that you change your language because language plays a huge role in how we feel and process a situation. So instead of saying things like, I have to take those classes again, maybe because you failed an exam, you can replace it with something like, now I get to solidify my knowledge about that subject. Something else like, now I have to wear a mask everywhere. No, you can replace that with, shift that and say, well, now I get to play a part in the safety of others in this time. It's little changes like that. It's a different way of processing and seeing what has happened to you, and that can change the way you feel if you do it right. Making that shift can actually help you begin to see and appreciate the learning opportunity and the growth opportunities that are available in that situation. Now, the next thing that I recommend is that you do not judge the moment. Do not judge the moment. Life is happening for you and not happening to you. When you sit back and really look at the times when you got disappointed, in hindsight, you'll see some things that are working for you right now wouldn't have happened if you didn't get that disappointment or get rejected. If you didn't get rejected from the job many times, you wouldn't have known to go up level your skills or increase your competence. If you did not get fired, or probably you probably wouldn't have started that business. It's when people get fired, they go start a business. Maybe because they tried so many times and couldn't get another job. If you didn't get sidelined at work, you probably wouldn't have gone back to college to finish up that degree. It's important to not judge the moment. Everything is happening for you and not to you. All right? Now, these are the 5 tips that I have for you. I'll recap. Acknowledge how you feel about the disappointment. Change your appraisal method. Talk to someone about it. Change your language. And do not judge the moment. Now, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear which one of these tips are working for you and which one is not. If there's one that's working for you or there's one that's not working, I need you to tell me in the comments, no, this is not working. I would want to keep creating content that really adds value and helps you develop and be more resilient. So let me know in the comment section. Let's carry on the conversation there. If there's anything you're doing differently to help you as well, please let me know in the comment section and let's continue that conversation. All right? Please don't forget to like, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you real soon.